Hey guys, happy Tuesday and welcome to day 9. I'm Krista Wade and we are so excited that you have been with us. We are almost halfway through with the boot camp and I really hope that you have taken away some nuggets each day to help you learn and grow your business. I have made some pretty detailed notes here. I just want to make sure that I hit everything to give you guys and maximize your time. So I may be looking down to check my notes, but we're going to start today with fortune is in the follow-up. And in my opinion, there are 3 different types of following up you're going to be doing. You're going to be doing with your potentials, with your customers, and with your ambassadors. But with all 3 types of follow-ups, it's all about connections and relationships. These people know and trust you. They love you and they have trusted you with their health. So it is our duty, it's our job to follow up with them to make sure that we're giving them every bit of information that we have to give them. So I want to start with potentials because I do feel like potentials are the ones that we get a little nervous on. So I have quite a bit about potentials. Say you've made your first Facebook post and you have some people that are non-plexus, they're liking it or they're commenting on it. I want you to keep a list of those people to the side. I have a notebook, some people make a spreadsheet. So on my notebook, I write down the date and I write down who the potential is. And so then I will send them a message and just say, hey, Jill, I thank you so much for liking my Facebook post. I'm not sure if you're just being a really supportive friend or if you're interested in plexus. Thank you so much for your support. If you're interested in the products, what are you looking for? So you always kind of want to end it with a question. You kind of want to play a tug of war with them. You always want to end with a question, put the ball back in their court and make them respond to you. Another thing that I like to do with these potentials is leave them a voice message. Your little voice message app on your on Facebook. So you can send a message and curiosity killed the cat, right? So they're going to be curious. So if people are ignoring your messages or if they haven't checked it, send them a voice message because I can promise you they're not going to sit there and let that voice message sit there and they'll go, what did they say? Well, what is it about? They have to listen to it. So they can hear your passion, they can hear your heart, and just keep it a real quick, very brief. A little, hey, Plexus Bill, thank you for supporting me or whatnot. Now, when you're reaching out to new people, you want to reach out. Emily Roberts has, I think, really actually yesterday's video was about cold calls and reaching out to people. So I'm just going to stick with the follow-up. Sorry. Emily Roberts has a great little thing about saying, she calls it her magic message. It says something along the lines, I'll post it in the comments. It says, hey, I don't know what your take is on plexus, but I think you'd be great for my team. Can I call you today or tomorrow? So if you put it on a timeline, it gives them more of a kind of sense of urgency of like, okay, well, they're really going to call me. I better get back with them because nobody's going to leave you hanging. They're your friends. They don't want to be rude to you. So that's a great little tip that she likes to use. But back to following up. When you are following up with your potentials, make sure your statements are factual. So if they saw a post, say they respond back to you and say, okay, well, which post was that that you were liking? Okay, that was that post. Great. Well, what product were you interested in? So always just kind of put the ball back in their court. Always ask them questions. Now, say that they ask you and weeks are going by. And you go, okay, it's time to contact them again. If there has been an incentive with Plexus, that is a great time to reach out to people. I know that they have specials all the time. Anytime there's a new product, I always send it to every single person that I have ever made contact with about Plexus. It's just another way and another reason to reach out to them. Also, if I run across a testimony, this is why you want to write down if they've contacted you, their health goals or their health concerns. You keep those in your little notebook and you write that down. And if you run across a testimony that makes you think of them, you send them that testimony. Diamond documentaries sometimes are amazing to send them. But one thing that I don't do and I don't suggest you do is say they inquire about a product and you send them your website. Because guys, that is so impersonal and that is very hard. And we've all done it. If you've done it, if you're watching this going, oh my gosh, I just did that yesterday. It's okay. We're all learning. But think about how you want to be treated. Okay. Think about how you want to have the information presented to you. So I know that we're all busy, but pick up the phone and call them. Take 5 minutes and talk to them on the phone if that's allowable. I mean, if you have their number or if they'll give you their number. So just the more personable you can make it, the more people are going to really want to jump in and do this. It takes about 4 to 6 exposures for someone to even think about doing this. So think about it, 4 to 6 exposures for them to think that this could be something for them. So remember that. I want to kind of go over. There's this great thing that I absolutely love. It's GoPro by Eric Worre. And in here, he has a really great thing when you're following up with prospects. So say it's gone cold, right? And they haven't responded to anything that you've sent. And this is a great one he says to get them. It's in chapter, if you have the book, it is chapter 7. It's on page 81. And he says, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being 0 interest and 10 being ready to get started right away, where are you right now? And that gives you just kind of a guide to see which direction are they going. Are they really interested? Is it not their time? Victor Antonio said at Super Saturday, just because it's your time doesn't mean it's their time. You know, everybody has a season and it hits at perfect timings. You know, you might just find that right testimony. That's why you want to keep it personal and keep the relationships, because what if you hit them right that day? So really think about that and just say, hey, just shoot straight with them. Just say on a scale of 1 to 10, you continue to follow up with these people until they say, hey, Krista, no, I'm not interested. I'm never going to want it. I mean, like, you're starting to irritate me. Go until they say that, because let me read you these statistics. This is the crazy part that I've found. Okay. 48% of people never follow up with Plexus people. 48% never follow up. Guys, that's half of us. 25% make a second attempt. 12% will make a third attempt, and 10% will make more than 3 contacts. Those that will make more than 3 contacts, contact them 3 times. Those are the doers. Those are no longer the dreamers. They're the doers. They're the ones that really want it. Now, listen to this portion of the sales. Only 2% of sales are made after the first contact. Only 2%. 5% after the third contact. 10% after the fourth contact. Now listen to this number. 80% of sales are made in the 5th through the 12th contact. So what does that tell you? When we say fortune is in the follow-up, you have to follow up with them. Be creative. Keep it short. Keep them engaged. When you're following up with someone, just send 2 sentences. Don't send opinionated things. Send very factual things. Send things that they're going to have to respond to, because Plexus is on our mind every single solitary day. It's not on their mind. I had a sweet friend that I told her for 4 months I was going to order some essential oils. And guys, I wanted them, and I order from them now. But it was not on the forefront of my mind. And I just kept putting it off and putting it off. So just remember that just because it's not on their mind every day, it doesn't mean that they don't want it. So continue to follow up with them. I just thought that was a great thing. So now let's talk. So that's kind of all about potentials and how you have to keep following up with your potentials. Now let's get over to customers. Customers can be kind of the hairy, scary, up and down part. But if we will set up our customers, set up a very open line of communication when we contact them and when they order from us, then I think it will keep things down. In the very beginning, I got a customer and I was like, thank goodness they ordered. Oh, did their auto ship? Oh gosh, it went through again. Thank goodness. And I don't have a message from them. So guys, I was bad in the beginning because I didn't know. I didn't want to follow up because I didn't want them to tell me anything was wrong with it because I loved it. But that's not right. I mean, like I said, they trust us with their health. So we have to follow up with them. We have to let them know, you know what? It may not work for you just like it worked for me. So we have to stay in contact. Everybody's body is so different. Your body may have these minerals that my body doesn't. You may eat the foods that I don't eat. So Plexus works for every person so differently. There are 5 or 6 of my friends. None of us take the products the same way. So if you set that up from the beginning, just say, hey, if you get stagnant or if you hit a roadblock, we may have to change up your products. We may have to tweak how you're taking them. Set up those objections before they can get to you. So you don't want them to think it's all unicorns and rainbows, which we hope it is for them, but it's not for everybody because everybody is different. I also want to push the 60-day money-back guarantee. Remind them of that. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee for a reason, because we want you to try these products for 60 days. In 60 days, you should be able to see a significant difference. And a little squirrel moment, I want to tell you about the money-back guarantee. It is a rolling 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you tried the products for 2 years and you didn't care for them the last little bit of your 2 years, you're going to get your last 60 days money back on your products. So just remember, that's my selling point always to my customers. It's the 60 days for a reason, and they need to be consistent. So just make sure you check up with them. Some people call it follow-up Fridays. They follow up with everybody on a Friday. If you haven't followed up throughout the week and you go, oh my gosh, it's Friday, go follow up with people and do follow-up Friday. So we've done potentials and customers, and now let's talk about ambassadors. Ambassadors, they're your permanent customers. They're the people that trusted you so much, they jumped in the business with you. Follow up with them too, because guess what? They're going to have their up days and they're going to have their down days too. They're going to need you. They're going to need your support because it's an emotional roller coaster, and you just want it to work for everybody because that's our heart. We're passionate people, and we really are in the helping business. I mean, that's why we joined. We love to see other people have success. And so check in with your ambassadors. Keep a calendar and write down your ambassador every day of the week and check in with them. In the very beginning, check in with them once a week, and then maybe back off to every 2 weeks. But definitely leave it open where they know that you're always there for them. And you guys do an amazing job with that. We have an awesome team for that. But yeah, ambassadors are definitely ones you have to follow up with too, because they could be struggling as well and they want to try to solve the problems on their own. And that's amazing. And I think that's awesome. But sometimes if you just kind of give them a little tweak with their customer as well. So definitely follow up with your ambassador. I kind of want to make sure I have a whole bunch of notes here. I just want to make sure that I hit everything. I think I did. So just remember, don't stop until you get a no with anything. Just when you get a no, then say, okay, thank you so much for your time. Or just say, okay, great, I'm always here for you. I'm just passionate about it. I just want everybody to feel as good as I do, or something like that. But definitely go until you get a no. So I hope these were helpful tips. And I will post some comments, and there's some good one-liners that you can send to people. But remember, every follow-up message is going to be different because you need to tailor it for that person. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.